Hey everyone, and welcome back to Hayes Kitchen. Today I'm going to do one of my firm favourites. I'm going to do a breakfast recipe. We're going to do a vegetable hash with a beautiful poached egg over the top. The good thing about these type of recipes is it kickstarts your day with vegetables rather than sugars from your cereals. So we're going to get some sweet potatoes, spinach, avocado, mushrooms, cherry tomatoes into you for breakfast. So really simple way to get this started is we're going to get a pan up to heat with a rolling boil with boiling water. And while that's boiling away, we're going to get on with our second pan, which is going to be our hash. So into your pan, we're just going to get that up to a nice heat, not too hot, medium heat, something like about 6 or 7. And then into that, we're going to go in with our sweet potato. And you're just going to chop that into little sections about 1 centimetre long. And that can go in your pan. Same with the other one. Now with the skin, I generally just leave it on. You can give it a quick wash first of all, obviously. Chop them up into small pieces. We now know that's going to cook through quite quickly. So I'm going in with about 25 grams of butter. Now if you want to do this even quicker, you can parboil the potato first of all and just leave it cooled in your fridge. So when you get up for breakfast in the morning, you can just take it out of the fridge, heat it through, and it's going to be done in sort of like 4 or 5 minutes. This is going to take about 8 or 9 minutes to cook completely through. Now, generally with these type of hash dishes, you try and get like a smoky element flavour through there, which you usually get from chorizo sausage, which is beautiful, gives you the fat element in there, and it cooks through and it gives it that like paprika sort of taste. We're just going to put in a little bit of hot smoked paprika. So just a little pinch, just over the top. Now it's going to give it that lovely rich colouring as well, that red colour you get going through. Straight away the smell starts coming off there and you get that lovely smokiness going through it. Now you can mix about with this with different vegetables. I'm going to use a whole large mushroom. And again, I'm just going to leave these in fairly big chunks. Now as that potato starts to soften down and get a bit more colour into it, we're just going to go in with our mushrooms. And then we're going to take 4 or 5 spring onions. Let's take off the ends. I'm just going to chop them into little 1/2 centimetre sections all the way down. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. So we're not going to put our spring onion in yet. We're going to hold back spinach and spring onion and avocado and add that at the end. Otherwise everything will go really, really brown. Now with the avocado, you're just going to turn that out and leave that to go in at the end. 1/2 lemon. So the potatoes are pretty much done. You're just going to go in with some whole cherry tomatoes. Now they're going to heat up and sort of start popping and opening up slightly. You're going to add about 10 or 15 of these. Now into our boiling water, we're going to go in with around 25 millilitres of white wine vinegar, and then we're going to go in with a really good pinch of salt. Right, so our water's bubbling away perfectly. I've got 2 things we do here, white wine vinegar and salt, and I keep the temperature of the water at a rolling boil. Reason being is, when you're cooking poached eggs, you can't really fail if the water's on a rolling boil and the eggs are fresh. Now that's key. I get asked numerous times about why do my poached eggs go wrong? Why can't I do them in those perfect tight balls? Reason being is your eggs aren't fresh enough. Supermarkets generally, they're held on supermarket shelves. They're there 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks sometimes before they get into your hands, which means when you put that into the water, it separates and goes everywhere. If you get a fresh egg, that will never happen. So if you've got something that's less than a week old, so your local farm shop for instance, you'll be able to do perfect poached eggs every time. Right, so those tomatoes are starting to be cooked through perfectly. You've got a lovely brown char on the potatoes and mushrooms, and the tomatoes are just getting to that stage where they start to pop open. Now at this point, you go in with a big handful of spring onion, and then you're going to go in with another large handful of spinach. And you just literally just give that a little stir around. That's pretty much done, so I can take that off the heat, leave it to one side, and the extra heat that you've got going through the pan itself will continue to cook the spring onion and that little bit of wilted spinach. At this point, we can then drop over to our other pan here and add eggs. So that is a rolling boil, not bubbling too hot, 2 eggs. So as you can see there, the eggs start to rise up and you get these beautiful little parcels. You just want to take them off the heat and just put them to one side. Now to serve this up, I said to you about the avocado earlier, not putting it in too soon. We can now put that avocado into the pan. Let's give that a little stir through, make sure that avocado's taken up all those flavours as well. I'm going to serve this one up. Just going to add that to your bowl. good does that look? Huh? Smells absolutely amazing. You've got that smokiness of the paprika in there. And I'm just going to top this up with a couple of our eggs. So there we go. That is my easy vegetarian hash with 2 beautiful poached eggs over the top. Please get recreating this one because it's the perfect breakfast to kickstart your day. You've got proteins, you've got good fats in there, you've got lovely vegetables, you've got sweet potatoes, you've got carbohydrates that are going to keep you full longer as well. So if you do get recreating this one, hashtag me at Hayes Kitchen as always, and I'll see you next week. Cheers then, bye bye.